Hello friends, welcome to our channel. I am here with the first chapter, the fish tale for 5th standard NCERT syllabus. So let's start. See here, what is meant by the fish tale? So fish everybody knows. What is meant by tale? Tale means story. So we are going to see about fish story. Deep under the sea, see the lovely colored fish swimming peacefully. What is meant by deep? Deep means very far down under the sea. See the lovely colored fish. This is a lovely colored fish swimming peacefully. What is meant by peacefully? Peacefully means in a very silent way without any disturbance. It's very calm, polite. So it's very silent. This special poem in 3 lines is called haiku. This special poem, this poem is in 3 lines. This poem is called haiku. So it is very popular in Japan. It's called nature poem. So the nature poem, which consists of 3 lines, is known as haiku in Japan. Here is another haiku. So let's see another haiku. The lake calm, smooth, still a fish jumps up and returns. Ripples shake the lake. The lake is calm. Calm means very silent and smooth and still. Still means what? Still means without any disturbances or without any movement. It is very calm. So a fish jumps up and returns. So when fish jumps and returns into the sea, what happens? Ripples. What is meant by ripple? Ripple means a small wave created around that object or anything. When fish swims, goes up and comes down, there will be ripples formed around that. So ripples means a wave. When big objects fall into the sea, then big waves will be formed around that object. So ripples means a waves formed. Do you know any poem about fish? Do you know any poems about fish? Yes, I remember one poem that I studied during LKG. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I got a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But I let it go again. Why did you let it go? Because it bit my finger. So which finger did it bite? The little finger on the right. So here are some drawings made by children. See here, some drawings are made by children. When you think of fishes, what shapes come to your mind? When I think of fish, for me, oval and triangle shape comes to my mind. See here, I'll draw and show. So usually for me, triangle and oval shape comes to my mind when I think of fish. You can also draw and see what shape comes to your mind when you think of fish. Try to use a square and a triangle to draw a fish. So using a square and triangle, you have to draw a fish. So this is square, this is triangle. Using this, I am going to draw one fish. So this is eyes. So like this, I am drawing fish. So you can also draw according to your imagination using square and triangle. So we move on to next page. Look for fish design around you on cloth, in paintings, on mats. You can see around any designs of fish. So it can be in the cloth, in paintings, or on mats, any door mats. So I see the fish designs in my cloth. So you can also check where the fish designs you can find around you. Mean. Mean means a fish. In Tamil we say mean. What is that? Mean means a fish. Okay, and Meenakshi is a girl whose eyes look like a fish. So can you think of someone who has such eyes? So mean means what? In Tamil we say mean. Okay, in English we will say fish. In Hindi we say machli. So Meenakshi is a girl whose eyes looks like a fish. See here Meenakshi, her eyes look like a fish. Can you think of someone who has such eyes? Can you imagine somebody who has a similar eyes like that of fish? So I remember my friend also has same eyes like that of fish. Draw a face with fish eyes. So you can draw a face with a fish eyes like Meenakshi. Fishes can have very different sizes. Yes, fishes are of different sizes. The smallest fish is about 1 centimeter long. How long is the biggest fish you can imagine? So the smallest fish they have mentioned here 1 centimeter long. How long is the biggest fish you can imagine? The biggest fish I can imagine is about 18 meter. That is the whale shark. Whale shark is the biggest fish. Its length is about 18 meter. So it is 18 meter. How many times longer is your big fish than the smallest fish? Okay, we'll solve this. How many times longer is your big fish than the smallest fish? I am solving here. So smallest fish is 1 centimeter, we know. So biggest fish is 18 meter. So we convert this to centimeter. So in our earlier classes we have already studied 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter. This is very important. 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter. So 18 meter is equal to 18 into 100 centimeter, which is 1800 centimeter, or we can say 1800 centimeter. So it is 1800 times bigger than the smallest fish. So the biggest fish is 1800 times bigger than the smallest fish. You understand? Okay, next. So see here, we completed this. The biggest fish is the whale shark. I already told the biggest fish is the whale shark. It is actually not a whale. It's not a whale. Whale is different from whale shark. Okay, but it's a big fish. But it is a big fish. Whales are different from fish. Whales are different from fish. Whales breathe like we do. So how whales breathe? Whales also breathe like humans through their noses. How we breathe? Through nose. Like that whales also breathe through nose. So whale shark and whales are different. Don't confuse with that. But fish have no noses and they take in water, not air. Okay, fish have no noses. They take in water, not air. They will not take air like humans. Whales give birth to babies. Yes, whales give birth to babies like humans. But fish lay eggs. Fish lay what? Eggs. The whale shark fish looks big and dangerous. It looks very big and it is also what? Dangerous. But it's quite harmless. But it will not do any harm. Okay, it will not attack human. It does not attack human. It is very quite harmless. Harmless means what? It will not do any harm to humans. It will not attack. Okay. So one whale shark was long as 18 meter. I already told the biggest fish is 18 meter. So the whale shark is 18 meter. So the same thing they have given. One whale shark was as long as 18 meter. Just think how long that is. Almost 12 children of your size standing one on top of the other, and guess what it weighed? Well, much more than what of 12 of your together weigh. Its weight was about 16,000 kg. So 12 children when lined up, what will be their weight, and how much more is the weight of that whale shark? So whale shark is about 16,000 kg. So we'll check with that. About how many kilograms do you weigh? So weight of each student will be different. Okay, so for example I am considering, let it be 30 kg. I am considering as 30 kg. About 30 kg. So 12 children like you put together will weigh. So one children weight is 30 kg. One children weight is 30 kg. What about 12 children like you put together will weigh? 12 children means what you should do? So 30 into 12. You have to multiply 30 into 12. So 2 zeros are 0, 2 threes are 6, 1 zeros are 0, 1 threes are 3. So when you add this 0, 6, 3. Otherwise you can do one shortcut method. 30 into 12 is equal to, you can check 3 12s are what? 36. Then you can add the 0 here. This way also you can multiply. So answer is what? 360 kg. So weight of 12 children. Weight of 12 children is about 360 kg. So what they have asked? So 12 children like you put together will weigh about 360 kg. About how much more does the whale shark weigh than 12 children like you put together? So how much more that whale shark will weigh? So what you should do? We should minus the kg, the weight of the whale shark, to the weight of the children. That means you have to, what is the weight of the whale shark? It is 16,000 minus what is the weight of the 12 children, which is 360. So when you minus this, what you get? 0 minus 0 is 0. So you have to borrow from here, which is 10. This becomes 9 and this becomes 5. So 10 minus 6 is 4. 9 minus 3 is 6. Then you have to put this 5 as it is. Then 1 here. So 15,640. So it is 15,640. About how much more does the whale shark weigh than 12 children like you put together? That is 15,640 kg. The fish tail. To see the difference between the whales and fish, look carefully at their tails. So how we can find the difference between the fish and the whales? With their tails. Can you see that the fish tail stands flat along its body, but the tail of the whale almost looks like 2 legs. Can you spot the fish in the picture? Yes, the normal fish, it will be very flat. See, like this it will be very flat. But the tail of the whale looks like a 2 legs. See here, it looks like a 2 legs. So can you spot the fish in the picture? Where is the fish in this picture? It is here. This is the fish in the picture. Schools of fish. What is meant by schools of fish? Fish like to swim together in the sea in big groups called school of fish. So when a fish is in big groups, we call that schools of fish. Can you give any other example for groups? So group of sticks is called bundle of sticks. Okay, like that group of fish is known as schools of fish, or you can say a shoal, shoal, shoal. Okay, in their school they feel safe from the bigger fish. In their school they feel safe from bigger fish means what? School means what? When they are in group, they feel safe from the bigger fish. Do you feel safe in your school? Yes, I think you are feeling safe in your school. To scare away the bigger fish, some small fish drink up a lot of water, swell up and look big. So these smaller fish, what they will do? To scare means to make afraid of the bigger fish. What they'll do? They drink water and the swell up. Swell up means what? Bulged. It gets bulged. The fish gets bulged and look big. See here. See this first. When it drinks some water, somewhat here bulged. When the fish drinks more water, some more bulged. See here, it becomes very much bulged and looks very bigger. Why the fish is doing like this? To scare the bigger fish. So the smaller fish, when drinks water, looks like a bigger fish and gets bulged. Okay. Jinsey used these shapes to make drawings of fish. Now you also use some shapes to draw the different sea animals shown below. See here. Jinsey has used these shapes and drawn a beautiful fishes. So you can also use these shapes and draw some sea animals. Okay. So see here, see some of the sea animals here. Sea urchin, lobster, eel, red snapper, octopus, clam, prawn, parrotfish, cuttlefish, jellyfish, squid, silver pomfret and crab. Which of the sea animals have you seen before? I have seen crab, parrotfish, jellyfish, prawn. Then here I have seen lobster. So you can also say in the similar way which fish, sea animals you have seen in this picture already. Fishermen in their boats. How many of you have seen the sea? Where did you see it? Did you see it in a movie or for real? How deep do you think the sea could be? Find out. Yes, I have seen the sea. I have seen the sea at Chennai. So I have seen in the movie, then real also. I have seen the sea in the movie and in real also I have seen. How deep do you think the sea could be? I think it could be around more than 1000 feet. So you can also think and say how much feet would be the sea depth. Do you know how to swim? Would you be scared of high sea waves? No, I don't know to swim. Yes, I am really scared of high sea waves. Are you scared of high sea waves? Close your eyes and imagine the sea with waves of rising high. Yes, I am closing my eyes and imagining the waves when it rises up. It looks amazing. It is fantastic to see that view. How high do you think the waves can go? I think it can go about 50 meters. 50 meters. Imagine that there are fishermen in their boat going up and down with the waves. They start their trip when it's still dark. Some go on simple boat made from logs of wood tied together. If the sea is rough with very high tides and a strong wind, then these fishermen have a difficult time. Yes, some fishermen who used to go in boats, or some fishermen use the log of woods, simple boats made of log of woods. Then when the sea is very rough or high tides, what is meant by tide? Tide means rise and fall of wave according to the gravitational pull due to sun and the moon. Wind is different from tide. Then these fishermen have a difficult time. Yes, when the tides are high or it is a strong wind, they have a difficult time. Okay. These log boats do not go very far. If the wind is helpful, they travel about 4 kilometers in 1 hour. How long will they take to go a distance of 10 kilometers? 10 kilometers. Guess how far you can go in 1 hour if you walk fast. So we will solve this sum. See what they have given. The log boats do not go far. If the wind is helpful, they travel about 4 kilometers in 1 hour. So they travel 4 kilometers in 1 hour. How long will they take to go a distance of 10 kilometers? So how long it will take to go a distance of 10 kilometers? So I am splitting this 10 kilometer into this 4 kilometer. So how many 4 will be in this 10 kilometer? 4 kilometer, another one 4 kilometer. So totally 8 kilometer. Remaining 2 kilometer is there. So for the distance of 4 kilometer you get 1 hour. So for this 4 kilometer 1 hour it takes. For this 4 kilometer 1 hour it takes. For this 2 kilometer, how can you find this 2 kilometer? This 2 kilometer is 4 by 2. So which is 2. So you can find this as 1 hour by 2. So 4 kilometer means 1 hour. 2 is the half of 4. So you can half of this 1 hour. So half of 1 hour is half an hour. So half an hour. Okay. Do you understand, students? So I am 10 kilometer, I am splitting into 4 kilometer, 4 kilometer and 2 kilometer. For 4 kilometer it takes 1 hour. So how much 4 kilometer is there? 2 4 kilometer is there and 1 2 kilometer is there. So for 4 kilometer 1 hour, another 4 kilometer another 1 hour. So for 2 kilometer I am dividing it by half, which is half an hour. So totally how much hour does it take? 1 hour plus 1 hour plus half an hour. So totally it takes 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. Okay, do you understand? 2.5 hours. So you can write in the sentence. I wrote simply. You can write in the sentence, distance covered for 10 kilometer is equal to 4 kilometer plus 4 kilometer plus 2 kilometer. Like that you can write in the sentence form. Next. Fishermen can feel the wind and look at the sun to find out which way to go. Many of us would get lost and not be able to find our way on the sea. To find our way on the sea, where you only see water and nothing else. So fishermen, what they are saying, fishermen can feel the wind and look at the sun to find out. So they can easily find out their way by looking at the sun. Many of us would get lost and not be able to find our way, but many of us would be difficult to find our way when we are lost on the sea, where you only see water and nothing else. So you can only see the water and nothing else you can see. Find out, look at the sun and find out the direction from where it rises. From where you are, what interesting things do you see to your east? So what interesting things you can see in the east direction? Actually the sun rises in the east. We can see the rising sun in the east. What we can see then? We can see that orange red color, red sky in the east during the morning. Name two things that are lying to your west. So the sun rises in the east, then sun sets in the west. So the sun sets in the west. I can see the setting sun in the west. Then how does sky looks? The sky looks orange red in the evening. Okay, what a catch! Out on the sea, fishermen looks for a place where they hope to find a good catch of fish. There they spread their nets. They will have to wait for many hours for the fish to come in to their nets. They have to wait for long hours to catch a fish. To catch like this a big fish. See what a long swordfish. Look at the different types of boat. There are different kinds of boat. Some boats have motors and go further into the sea. Since they go far out, they can catch more fish. So they can catch more fish. These boats travel faster at the speed of about 20 kilometer in 1 hour. So they can travel in 1 hour. How much kilometer they can travel? 20 kilometer they can travel. How far would the motor boats go in 3.5 hours? How much time will they take to go 85 kilometers? So we'll solve this. So already they have given the speed of about, speed is 20 kilometer. Speed is 20 kilometer in 1 hour. In 1 hour. I'm writing the shortcut of hour. You write in the full form, HOUR. How far would the motor boats go in 3.5 hours? So for 3.5 hours, 3.5 hours, how far it can go? So 1 hour they have given 20 kilometers. So 1 hour 20 kilometers. So another 1 hour, another 20 kilometers. So another 1 hour, another 20 kilometers. So for half an hour, that is 20 divided by 10, which is 10 kilometers. So totally for 3 hours, for 1 hour 20 kilometers. So I am writing, splitting this 3 hours like this, 1 hour plus 1 hour plus 1 hour, like this I am splitting. Then and half hour again plus half an hour. So I am splitting like this, 3 and half an hour. So already they have given for 20 kilometer, so 1 hour for 20 kilometer. So 20 plus 20 plus 20 for half an hour, that is 20 divided by 10, which is 10 kilometers. So totally how much kilometers it takes? For 3.5 an hour, how much kilometers it takes? 20 kilometers plus 20 kilometers plus 20 kilometers plus, for half an hour it is 20 by 10, which is 10 kilometers. So totally 20 plus 20 is 40, 40 plus 20 is 60, 60 plus 10 is 70 kilometers. So for 3.5 hours the answer is 70 kilometers. How much time will they take to go 85 kilometer? For 85 kilometer they asked to find the time. We have to find the time. So one formula is there to calculate the time, which is speed is equal to distance by time. So this is the formula. How can you calculate the speed? Speed you can calculate by is equal to distance by time. So what we need? We need time. So you can bring the time here, then speed here. So time is equal to distance by speed. So they have asked the time. Okay. So we have to find this time. So already we know the distance and speed. What is the distance? Distance they have given 85 kilometer in the question. So you can write here 85 kilometer by speed. Speed already they have given in the question. It travels, the boat travels at the speed of 20 kilometer. So 85 by 20. We have to divide and find the answer. 80 divided by 85, this is 85 divided by 20. See here, 24s are 80, remaining 5 minus 0 is 5, 8 minus 8 is 0, no need to mention here. Then see here, that's the 5 is divided by 20, no, we cannot divide the 5. So you have to put the point and you should put 0. So 20 2s are 40. Now 0 minus 0 0, 5 minus 4 is 1. So does the 10 is divided by 20? No, we cannot divide the 10 by 20. So we have to include 0. We have already put the point here, so no need to put the point again. For this point we can add the 0. So 20 5s are 100. So remaining answer is 0. Remainder is 0. So what is the time that will take to go for 85? Time taken to for 85 kilometer is 4.25 hours, or you can write 1/4 hours. Okay students, I hope you understand this concept. Remaining of the chapter I will teach in my next video. Thank you. Be safe, be home.